My name is Nandy Martin. Some people know me as Captain Haiti. In the last 6 years and more, I've been involved in crypto. My work in blockchain have been covered by Crypto Advisor, Cointelegraph, Washington Post, Forbes, India, investing.com, and more outlets. What is the problem that we are solving now with TokenWar? Well, new tariff of 10 to 40% are hurting the Caribbean and the African economies. And as you know, US aid cut $7.5 billion of funds to Africa and the Caribbean. So what does it mean? It means that local businesses need local customers and the youth need a Gen Z economy. Our solution is TokenWar. By sharing ad revenues. What I mean by that is it's a mobile game that helps African economies grow 1 cent at a time. So 1 cent for every game played is injected in the local economies.
USAID dropped a $7.5 billion bomb on Africa, South America, and the Caribbean. Only 10% ever reached the people who needed it. Kids went hungry. Families stayed sick. Now, it's all gone. TokenWar is here. Dodge their bombs, stack tokens, fund community projects 1 cent at a time. Your mission? Step 1, choose your captain. Step 2, dodge the USAID bombs. Step 3, rebuild their economy. No marches, no petitions, just play. The power, it's in your phone. Every game, a jab at corruption. We don't ask for donations, just to have fun. Every game played counts. No revolt. Just play the game. Win where USAID has failed. Dodge their bombs. Defeat their villains. 10x your tokens. Visit tokenwar.world. Join the fight.
Why mobile gaming works? Well, the gaming market is booming, projected to reach $256 billion by 2025. And the African market grows 6 times faster than the globe, from 1.8 billion in 2024 to 2.39 billion in 2025. But what are the market validators, the opportunity? It's 349 million gamers across Africa and the Caribbean. Out of the 349 millions, we only need 800,000 players playing TokenWar by the next 5 years. And that's only 0.4% of market penetration. And here's the great news. The great news is 87% of players are mobile gaming players. Guess what? We are a mobile game. Guess what? Our game is online based, so they can go connect to it and play for it in order to impact their local economy. So what is the targeted market? Of course, Black America and the Caribbean all together, which I call the Americas, and Africa, where smartphone in Africa, the penetration is 87% by 2030, but already in the Americas is 90% right now. The median age, and this is where it's the prime market, the median age in Africa is 19 years old, and North America and all the Americas is 24 years old. Okay, so that's the prime market for gaming. The GDP, we're talking about $2 trillion in Africa and $1.4 trillion with the Black America and the Caribbeans. Now, let's talk about the unbanked, because this is the opportunity for crypto. So in Africa, 50% of that young population is unbanked. Guess what? We're going to bank them through the game. We're going to give them crypto. Talking about adoption. And the Americas is 30% still. If you look into Haiti, the non-bank is 89%. So the goal is to get them to play the game. And by playing the game, they want to be rewarded. They're going to get rewarded with tokens. So of course, they're going to install wallets, and there you go. You have crypto adoption. So through the game, we are combining the gaming growth plus the crypto adoption. 12% year-over-year increase of gaming plus the 30.7% already that is happening with crypto in the Caribbean and Africa. Okay? So now, what is our competitive advantage? The diaspora. $32 billion sent back home every year. And we're only talking about five countries. That's 23,700,000 people each sending between 520 to $3,000 a year to Jamaica, Haiti, Nigeria, Benin, and Kenya. So, how does it work? Instead of sending $3 sent to buy imported rice, working hard, sending $3, and they buy imported rice. So our suggestion, our proposition with TokenWar is to use the same $3 to sponsor one player. But instead of being an expense, it's an investment. Why? Because the player is going to play, and every time they play, it generates 1 cent, 1 penny per play that goes into the token. So now, let's look into the numbers. You have $10 from advertisement, plus $1 from sponsorship. That's plus 3x return of investment. How does it work really? So what happens to your $3? The $3, $1 goes to the liquidity pool of the token. $1 goes to the agriculture or the innovation or whatever project that we want to support in Africa and the Caribbean and North America. Okay, and $1 goes to the charity trust that makes everything go. Now, what traction do we have so far? Because we already have 40 plus vendors that have applied to get funded. And how does it work? So this is a vendor in Kenya. He sells tomatoes. Okay. So what we do, we get them to register and to give the price of the tomatoes, potatoes, etc. And they apply to accept the Captain Kenya token. In his case, we're going to send him $100 US that's going to buy an inventory of tomatoes. Now, he's like, okay, so who's going to get the tomatoes from him if you're buying the tomatoes? Well, that little girl right here in Kenya.
Hi, my name is Valerini. I'm from Motivated Mindset Dancers. I'm 13 years old. I own 750 Captain Kenya tokens. With my Captain Kenya tokens, I want to be a doctor. And you, what's your dream? Get your Captain Kenya tokens and make both of our dreams come true.
All right. So as she said, get your Captain Kenya token to make both our dreams come true. What's her dream? Her dream is to become a doctor. So how does her buying tomatoes help her make her dream come true? It's very simple. Now, why is it war? Because it's a competition, right? You have the diaspora, the players, and the vendors of each and every country. They're teaming up to rank their token number one. Now let's break it down. So how to rank number one? 30% of ranking is based on the players. They play the game, 30% of the point and the scoring, etc. That's the player. Then 20% relies on the diaspora. Which diaspora is going to be more active in order to impact their local economy? How do you get active? $3. You put $3 to sponsor a player, $1 goes to local products, $1 goes to the liquidity pool of the token, and $1 goes to the charitable trust. And 50% of ranking is based on the diaspora players and vendors trading but not selling their token. Because as the token is increasing value and they keep the value within the token, they don't sell it, it increases value, right? And imagine if investors come to buy the token because they don't sell, they hold on their token to trade between them. What do they win by holding the token? Every month, a country wins new capital from the foundation. Remember that dollar that goes to the foundation? Part of that dollar is set aside in order to reward the winning country of the month, rewarding the players, the diaspora, and the vendors for increasing their economy faster than the other participating countries. Now, is there a cheat code? So here's a cheat code for TokenWar. Invite investors to boost your economy. So you use the WhatsApp and X buttons to attract $3 investment in your token. So let me try to show you how it works. The important thing is the WhatsApp buttons. Every player can raise money to sponsor more players in the country. So when you click on the WhatsApp, this one is in Creole, but it says, hey, we need a sponsor for $3 to help beat Nigeria, Kenya, or Haiti, whatever. Please sponsor a player. So that therefore you have within the game, you give the power to the players to ask the diaspora to sponsor them, so they could increase the value of their token and also have an impact on their local economy. Now, what makes it a good investment? Well, the sponsorship and the advertisement impact on the token's value. Let's look into that. 5-year growth of $3 invested today. What does it look like? Well, at the end, by the end of the year, with 50,000 players, okay, your $3 invested today on the token increase to $1,051. How? Sponsorship and advertisement. 1 penny per play. Now we're collecting players in order to grow the value of each token. The more a country recruit players to play the game, the more the fastest their token increase in value. So over 5 years, you can see the token will worth, in this case, $16,878. Why? Because of the sponsorship, and mostly the players are generating advertisement revenues that are dropped into their tokens. Now, here's what $3 would have become if they had invested at the starting prices of Bitcoin, right? You put $3 in Bitcoin in 2011. Well, right now your $3 will represent $1 million. And remember, Bitcoin, it's about, okay, who's coming in? There's no revenue generated by Bitcoin in order to boost the liquidity pool. So what we do, we're actually providing entertainment to the youth that are looking for that entertainment. Remember, it's an increased market year over year of 30.7%. So we are providing games for them to play, and they're generating money that goes in the liquidity pool. Bitcoin doesn't do that. Ethereum just doesn't do that. So if Bitcoin doesn't do that, and just by people investing in Bitcoin, buying Bitcoin, right, they turn $3 into $1.3 million if they bought it from the beginning. Well, us, TokenWar, the token of your country, is at the very beginning right now. What are the social impact? Well, the tokens have a double impact. The first one, it increases your personal wealth. The second one, it grows your country's GDP. Milestone and timeline. Okay, this is our roadmap to success. Okay, so in Q3, we're going to launch, well, we already launched 6 countries. Now we're looking for 30,000 players. Okay, so that means we need 30,000 sponsors at $3 each. Okay, you can sponsor one player, please sponsor one player. Okay, it's only $3. And then we expand to 3 countries. The countries we have in lineup right now is Zimbabwe, Ghana, and South Africa. Okay, and we'll probably take another country in the Caribbean. I don't know which one yet. Okay, and then after that, we're going to integrate with local payment systems in these markets. And the beginning of 2026, by the fall 2026, we want to launch our community project. The money that we put aside in the DAO, Decentralized Autonomous Organization, we want to actually start receiving projects within these countries so we could fund them. Okay, talking about building infrastructure, funding innovation, etc. If you're talking about education, healthcare, talking about I don't know, whatever is very important to them. Everybody that owns a token, they gets to vote on the DAO. Everybody gets to decide which type of project we are financing with these communities. Okay, so then our goal is to reach 32 countries by Q4 2027. Now, let's look into that ecosystem. What does it look like? You receive tokens as by sponsoring players. You sponsor one player, you receive 3,000 tokens. The players increase your token value by what? By playing the game and generating revenue through the advertisement, 1 penny per game. The investors are looking at the value of the token are going up because the players are playing the game. They're like, yo, let me buy into that token. So now it boosts the value of the token. Now went to the red, and the players trade their tokens for local products for local products. Okay, and the effect of the ecosystem is to increase your personal wealth and increase the GDP as well. So where do you start? Well, you start as a sponsor. $3. Give us the opportunity to show you how it works. $3, we already have 880 players in Africa, the Caribbean. We even have players in India and China that wants to play the game. We need sponsors, guys. You can sponsor one of these 850 people. Allow us to show you how we can impact your personal wealth and have an impact in the local economy as well. So $1 from your $3 will go to the charity trust. $1 goes to a local vendor, like I showed you before. Okay, and $1 goes to the DAO, the community DAO. So that dollar from the DAO is going straight into the liquidity pool right here. Okay, increasing the value of the token. Now, with that $3, you have sponsor a player. The player plays, let's say 1,000 game. The players have generated $10 that goes bang right in the liquidity pool of the token. Now, here's what happens. The investor comes and he put $3 in there. He said, you know what, let me put $3 to buy the token directly. When he put $3 in there, the sponsor is sponsoring, players playing. When it increased the value of the token, but here's the beautiful thing. The sponsors, the players, and the investors, they can cash out anytime. Anytime you cash out, okay? Now, how can you participate? You can participate by simply playing the game right now if you want to. Okay, scan the QR code right now and go play the game, or go to the URL. Whenever you choose a captain to play for, you're actually getting that captain to make some points. You're generating revenue for that country, 1 penny per game that you play, and you help that country rank #1. So this is the concept of TokenWar. So thank you so much for your time, and go to tokenwar.world or visit play the game if you can play the game. Share this video with your friends and family. You know a Kenyan, you know a Haitian, you're Chinese, and you know a Jamaican. Send that video to them so they could share it with their people, so TokenWar could have a real impact in their local economies. Thank you.